It's Saturday morning and we're just about to head out. We've got ourselves checked out, had a little bit of breakfast, and we've given ourselves a little bit more than an hour and a half to get to Heathrow from here. So hopefully we'll manage this pretty well. Figured I'd take a shot of this while we're on our way out. Just for the sake of it. Did not bother with a shot of the hotel room because, quite honestly, the hotel rooms pretty much look the same everywhere. We were going to go through the rotating doors, but they always stop us on the way out anyway. All right. I had considered bringing my jacket, but seeing as it's a little chilly, I figure it's going to warm up. We'll be fine. Now we've just got to roll all this to Waterloo Station, and hopefully this won't be so bad. Still, the fact that I have to do this by the handle rather than by the pull-up thing, which is still broken, I think I'm kind of stuck. It's wild to think that we were walking through this area just last night and it was just crowded, packed with people, eating and drinking and whatnot. And right now it's just dead empty. You show up at the wrong time and you don't really see much. We found the entrance to that tunnel we visited last night on our way back home, but instead of going in there, we're going alongside of it. And this will take us, I think, to a ramp leading to the back side of Waterloo Station, which is where we want to be. And again, from Waterloo to Heathrow should be about an hour and a quarter. And we've given ourselves a little more than an hour and a half. So we're in pretty good shape. For the shape we're in, as Dad used to put it. I'm not gonna lie, it's a long walk, especially when you've got a backpack and are lugging a suitcase like this, but it gets you where you want to go. Here we are at Waterloo Station. I can actually see from here where we were sitting munching on our Cornish pasties just a few hours ago. Here we are. Now we just gotta find our way to the tube station. But since we're already inside, that's most of the job already taken care of. We're on our way, and we've got over an hour and a half to go. Okay, one more travel tip. Thanks to one of the guards here, all you have to do is tap the Google Pay thing with your credit card. However, if there's two of you, you have to use two different credit cards. Otherwise, it thinks, wait, you didn't get through? What's going on here? And it gets suspicious. So now I have to remember which one is which. So Daniel has the Visa card, and I'm using the PIER MasterCard. Wild. All right. And now I need to get this set so somebody else can go through. We're not in as much of a hurry. Lord knows, going down these stairs, going down any stairs, let alone moving one, with these suitcases is a trial, so we're not going to bother with that. But, you know, at least we're on our way. Well, we timed our arrival just about right. This time around, we weren't waiting for the car, it just showed up as soon as we got here. So now, we've just got 3 stops to make before we switch over at Piccadilly, and from there, hopefully we'll get to Heathrow in fairly short order. Well, the good news is we got down to the Piccadilly line just as the train is coming in. The bad news is this one is going to Uxbridge rather than to Heathrow. So we've got to wait for another 4 minutes for that. On the other hand, we had to wait like 5 or 6 minutes for our train at Heathrow too, so this isn't going to be all that terrible. We'll be fine. At the moment, it's just a little bit after 8. We need to be at Terminal 3 by 9:30. I think we're in good shape, honestly. One of the funny parts of visiting a place is that even when you're at a tourist place, they have ads for other tourist places. Nobody's satisfied with where they are. Ironically, we're heading here soon enough, although I don't know whether we'll be on a glacier or not. We'll see. At this point, there's no hiding that we're tourists because we're down to the Heathrow stops. Well, technically there's Hatton Cross yet to come, but we're almost there. And at the moment, we have about half an hour to spare, so we're doing pretty well. Well, we've made it to Terminal 3 arrival section with 15 minutes to spare. In fact, we're so early that we're not seeing anybody from Royal Caribbean indicating our transport. But we see a lot of people holding out names, including the folks from Princess Cruise. So I'm assuming we're in the right place. We may need to look around, but at least we've got time. So that's something. It turns out that the staff, and there's like 5 or 6 of them, were already here. We just didn't see them when we got in because they're right by the arrival gate where the baggage retrieval was. So we just needed to go in a little further and find them. And it's like this entire arrivals area is full of us to get on a coach to get onto the Brilliance of the Seas. So now we just stick around for, they tell us, about a half an hour, which means we could have run late and be fine. I guess they're accounting for the fact that flights run late, people are on vacation time. You know, it's nicer to be here beforehand. But, you know, this is cool. So, we're all set at this point. We just need to get on the coach, ride it out to the pier, and we're good to go. So, thanks for anyone who's concerned about that, and you'll hear more from us later on. Well, we're on the bus, and we've been advised to move to the back of the bus so as to make room for the disabled folks in the front. So we just went all the way to the back, as you can see. The window's right behind us. So we even have an extra seat right next to us. That way we can put our backpacks down and make ourselves comfortable. Unfortunately, while the bus claims to have Wi-Fi, it doesn't seem to be working, or at least we can't connect. No harm. We'll get hooked up as soon as we get on the ship. So, till then, take care and wish us luck. We're gonna need it. A little bit of additional trouble right there at the end because I hadn't printed off our tags, so we just had to go with what we had, and they wrote them up, and I had to give those to the driver once he got to the spot where he drops off the luggage. So, but at least it's taken care of, and we're on our way. Of course, you can't take pictures while you're in the security area. That's understandable. And I know I've taken a lot of pictures of us, me, whoever, walking through one of these gangways. But here we are. We've made it aboard, more or less. All we have to do is show our set sail passes, and we're good to go. I'm mildly embarrassed by this. Daniel keeps talking about how he remembers everything around here, and I'm drawing a bit of a blank.